Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So in this video we'll discuss the second problem of Leetcode Weekly contest 312. It's a medium level problem. I've already uploaded a video for the same, but the solution was pretty complex. There is a trick to the problem, so I thought I'll create a short video explaining that trick as well. So that's the purpose of this video. So I'll just explain it for the folks who are coming to this problem for the first time. So the problem says that, so suppose you have an array, let's call it 1 2 3 3 2 and 2. So what you need to do is you need to find the maximum bitwise and that you can get from any subarray of this array, right? So find the maximum and let's call it a. Find the maximum bitwise and of any of the subarrays which you can form from this array, and then consider all the subarrays which have this particular and, right, which have this particular and bitwise and. Now among those subarrays, consider the one which has the maximum length, right? Consider the one which has the maximum length and just return the length for the same, right? So obviously in case of bitwise and I've already told you in the previous video. So what happens, suppose you start with a value x. So whenever you move to a value y, suppose you take an and with value y. So now what will happen, this was your previous and. So and bitwise and, when you do x and y, so that will always be less than or equal to x only, right? That will be always be equal to x, right? So generally what we do, we start with the maximum value. So if I consider this example, so suppose I do 3, I start with 3 and I do an and with 4, so it becomes 0, right? Because 3 is this, 4 is this, so it becomes 0. So always start from the max element, right? And then move to the left or right position. So the trick here is you find the maximum element in the array and then find the maximum sub array which has all the elements as the maximum element, right? Like in this case, in this array, the maximum element is 3. So find the sub array which has all the threes, maximum length of the sub array which are all the threes. So this is the answer, right? Suppose if I have an array 1 2 3 6 8 2 2 4, something like this. So the maximum element is 8 here, and the sub array which has all the 8s, the maximum length of the sub array is 8 only. So in this case you return 1 is the length of the sub array, right? So this was the thing I wanted you to explain. So yeah, let's jump to the solution. This one is pretty complex. Let me give you the smallest one. So yeah, on line number 5 you can see I found out the maximum value that I have in my array, and then what I've done, this is just a code to find the maximum length of the array. So in this you can see that longest equals to max longest plus current, because if your current number is equals to the max number, just increment your current, else reset it to 0 and then finally return the longest number, right? So yeah, this was the trick I wanted to explain. Otherwise I have one more video on this. However, this video is preferred. In that case, I've explained a number of other things as well. So yeah, hope you learned something new from this video. Do support it by giving up a thumbs up. Do subscribe to the channel. Also, in case you have any queries, do mention that. I'll try to resolve each one of them. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.